And welcome to this week's webinar Wednesday, where we are joined by the lovely Melissa, who is going to talk to us all about the Bahamas. So a very exciting one. She's going to be transporting us to a lovely tropical island. So I'm very excited for today's session. If anyone has any questions as we go through, please just pop them in the Q&A box and we will answer them all at the end. And a reminder, we run webinars every single week. So be sure to keep an eye out and join us whenever you can. So without further ado, I'll pass on to Melissa to take us to the Bahamas.
Thank you so much, Ellie, and good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, depending on where you are joining from. So excited to be here with you today to share a little bit about the Bahamas. Some of it may be knowledge that you already know, so it's just a refresher, and some of it may be a bit of new insight for you. So I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen. Just one moment for me. If you can see my screen, if I can get some hearts in the chat, and if you can still hear me, you can let me know.
Yeah, all good, all good.
All right. So, welcome to the Islands of the Bahamas. We are 16 main islands with one destination. The Bahamas is certainly the gem of the Caribbean, as we like to say. And just to give you a little bit of what the Bahamas has to offer, I am going to start with a brief video. So, here we go to the Islands of the Bahamas. As you can see, there's a lot to do within the destination across those 16 islands. So today I'm going to share with you a little bit about the islands, what makes us stand out in being a unique destination, some exceptional accommodations, some of those that you are familiar with, and one or two that you may not be. I will also share some of the unbelievable experiences that we have, both on land as well as on sea and under the water. I will also share a little bit about our Bahamas Specialist Program and how you can learn even more about the destination, as well as our rewards program and how you can earn rewards for booking the islands of the Bahamas. So again, like I mentioned, we are not one island. We are 16 main islands. So Nassau and Paradise Island is our city center, one of the smallest of the islands that you can see in the middle there. Grand Bahama further north is our second city. And then the collection of other islands, we refer to them as the out islands. Two of the most popular out islands would be Eleuthera and Harbor Island, as well as the Exumas. As you can see, we are very, very close to the US, very close to Fort Lauderdale and Miami, Florida in particular. So, in terms of when you're building your itineraries, if you have persons who are flying into the US, particularly Florida, you see how close we are. So, it's very easy for two center holidays as well. Again, we enjoy an average temperature of 27 degrees year round. So around 365 days is a good time to travel to the destination. Just a bit of insight in terms of getting to the Bahamas. We are easily accessible. We have direct flights from London Heathrow into Nassau with British Airways daily. And then we also have nonstop service between the USA and Canada. Again, from Miami, it's less than an hour to get to the Bahamas. New York, it is 3 hours. And from Toronto, it is 3.5 hours. A lot of people don't really consider connections via Toronto and Canada, but that's also an option for those persons with two center holidays as well. So that's something to keep in mind. And that is by the connections by air. There is also ferry service that is available between Fort Lauderdale and Bimini, as well as Fort Lauderdale and Grand Bahama via the Valeria. And those are 2.5 hours and 3 hours, respectively. So, again, there's a lot of connectivity. Some of you may have been familiar. We did have a direct service with Virgin Atlantic into Nassau. That service has now gone away. However, we do have an interline agreement with Virgin Atlantic. With our local flag carrier, Bahamas Air. And just to give you a little bit of insight into that interline agreement, I will share a short video with you. Flying from the United Kingdom to Florida, but also fancy a trip to the Bahamas? Traveling from the United Kingdom to the islands of the Bahamas just got easier. Fly Virgin Atlantic into Miami or Orlando and connect to the islands of the Bahamas into Nassau, the Abacos, the Exumas, San Salvador, or Grand Bahama Island on Bahamas Air. With the new interline agreement between Virgin Atlantic and the Bahamas' national flag carrier, Bahamas Air, getting around the islands of the Bahamas is as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1. Search virginatlantic.com/Bahamas for flights. Book an option from London direct to the island of your choice. And enjoy your holiday in the beautiful islands of the Bahamas. So again, there's the interline agreement that we have with Virgin Atlantic is something that you can also utilize on Bahamas Air as well. If you have persons who wanted to fly directly into some of the other islands from the US, they can certainly do that with our local flag carrier of Bahamas Air. But also wanted to highlight some of the other same day connections that are available from London Heathrow into Nassau directly. So with British Airways from London, flying into Miami, persons can utilize American Airlines to fly into Nassau with a same day connection. Also, with British Airways into Miami, as explained, our local flag carrier, Bahamas Air, is also an option. American Airlines from London into Miami also connects into Nassau same day, and then Virgin Atlantic, as explained in the video, through Miami and Orlando connects into Nassau same day connection. And then through New York, there is also a same day connection available through JetBlue. And then in terms of our second city of Grand Bahama, Virgin from London into Miami connects directly into Freeport, Grand Bahama. So when we say the Bahamas is easily accessible, we truly mean it. In terms of the out islands and the experiences throughout the Bahamas, every island, each island is known for something different. So we have the Abacos that's known for boating. We have Cat Island that has one of the highest points, Mount Alvernia. We have Andros that's known as an ecological wonder. It has the third largest barrier reef. Perfect for the eco traveler. We have Eleuthera and Harbor Island, again known for pink sand beaches, the glass window bridge, the Exumas. A lot of people know it for the swimming pigs, but it also has the Exuma Land and Sea Park, the Berry Islands, Acklands and Crooked Island, Mayaguana, Ragged Island. All of these islands are known for their remote atmosphere, beautiful beaches, very secluded. And then you have Long Island, known for Dane's Blue Hole, one of the deepest in the world. Bimini, known for big game fishing, and then San Salvador, that has Club Med on it as well. So, again, all of the islands in the Bahamas is a different type of experience. The out islands, we like to say it makes up 84% of the Bahamas, but they are 100% unspoiled. Two of the popular out islands would be the Exumas and Eleuthera and Harbor Island. And these two islands in particular, you can add on to the itinerary from Nassau because there are opportunities for day excursions from Nassau. So you leave Nassau at 8 in the morning and you can go through the Exuma chain to experience the swimming pigs at 6 o'clock. So you can have Nassau as your hub for Eleuthera and the Exumas in particular. And again, just showing Eleuthera and Nassau, as well as the Exumas. One of the highlights about the Exumas as well, Scott Kelly, this is the photo that you see here. He's an astronaut that went into space. And this is a photo that he took of the Bahamas from space. And you don't have to take my word, you can take his word. His words were the most beautiful place for space. When he came back to the earth. But when he came back, we invited him more breathtaking in person. So certainly these two islands stand out. In terms of where to stay, we will start with the properties that are available or the preferred properties with Hummingbird. And those are the Ocean Club, a Four Seasons resort, Grand Isle, which is located in the Exumas that we just spoke about, as well as Rosewood at Bahamar. All of these are five-star accommodation luxury properties within the destination. And just to show you again where these properties are located, so and Rosewood and Ocean Club are in Nassau and Paradise Island, and the Grand Isle property is in the Exumas. So two different islands, but very easily accessible. Rosewood property is located on Cable Beach, whereas the Ocean Club property is located on Paradise Island. The map here just shows you the distance from the airport. So Cable Beach would be the closest property. It's about 15 minutes from the airport, and then connecting to Paradise Island, there is a short bridge that you will have to take from the main island over to Paradise Island. Rosewood is a part of the Bahamar group. So it is on the same property as Bahamar. And on Bahamar's property, you have Grand Hyatt, SLS, and Rosewood. Rosewood is the ultra luxury property of the other two properties. And persons staying at Rosewood have full use of all of the amenities of the other properties, but it's not the same way around. Those persons who are staying at Grand Hyatt and SLS do not have access to Rosewood's property. And I just wanted to highlight some of the amenities of Rosewood. Just want to share some of the photos so that you can have an idea of the property itself. So this is the lagoon pool area. This is the Costa restaurant on the outside. So again, you see that feel. Rosewood's brand itself has a really good French and Bahamian blend. So this is the type of environment and atmosphere that you will see. This is a photo of Cafe Bould, one of the restaurants at Rosewood, just to give you an idea of the type of accommodations there. This is inside in the lobby area. So Rosewood itself has 226 rooms, suites, and villas. It has 3 restaurants, 2 bars and lounges. It does have its own spa in Rosewood as well, and 2 exclusive pools. So again, like I mentioned, Rosewood's guests have access to all of the amenities of the other properties, but it's not the same way around. Also on Bahamas property, you have the current gallery and the kitchen, and I'll speak a little bit more about some of the opportunities available in the kitchen. Ocean Club, again, this is a Four Seasons resort. Ocean Club is one of the iconic resorts that we have in the destination, particularly because multiple James Bond movies were filmed here at Ocean Club. So we say you can do it like Bond because the bar area from one of the movies is still there, still functional. So you can actually go in and take a photo there as well. Very iconic. And then there is also a golf course close by the property on Paradise Island as well. Going over to Grand Isle, just going to share a quick video from social media of what is in store there. So Grand Isle Resorts, again, is in the Exumas. The beach that Grand Isle sits on is actually the same beach as Sandals in Exumas. Absolutely beautiful. The waters in the Exumas, like I said, is phenomenal. Grand Isle is perfect for families, couples, small groups, because a lot of their accommodations are 1 bedroom, as you can see, 1 bedroom suites and villas, 2 bedroom, 3 bedrooms, etc. So there is an opportunity for groups, small groups, and families, as well as couples, to utilize the property. There is also a 150 slip marina as well on the property, 158 rooms, so relatively small, with access to restaurants, a pool, fitness center, and spa. A few other properties that I just wanted to highlight briefly for you in Nassau would be Goldwyn Resorts and Residence. So this is, again, resorts and residence. So it is a twofold property. The reason why I wanted to highlight Goldwyn is because Goldwyn guests also get to utilize some of the amenities of Bahama as well. Again, smaller property. So if you have persons who are not, who do not want that big resort style, such as your Bahama property, and just want something more boutique, Goldwyn is a really good option. Again, very luxurious, but quite smaller in feel. Also wanted to highlight Margaritaville and one particular harbor. This is more so in the heart of Bay Street downtown. Perfect for families because they do have a small water park on the property, and it is on the Bay Street area, so in walking distance to a lot of the amenities. And this is actually the sister property to British Colonial. Margaritaville and one particular harbor also has um, the opportunity to add food and beverage onto it to make it an all-inclusive package. And of course, we want to highlight the Atlantis Resort, also on Paradise Island, right next to the Ocean Club. Atlantis and Paradise Island. This is the original Atlantis because the Dubai property was fashioned after us. So we take pride in knowing that we were the first, and there are 5 properties on that sits on this property. You have the Royal, the Cove, Harborside, the Coral, as well as the Reef. Also wanted to highlight the Cove in Eleuthera. The Cove in Eleuthera is more of an escape, a retreat destination. So just thinking about persons who want to experience the Bahamas but don't really want to be in the city of Nassau. The Cove is a great escape. Very small property, just 57 rooms, but very luxurious. There is also access to a coral nursery right offshore. There are cooking classes that are available, and they have full service spa and fitness center as well. And finally, wanted to highlight Cape Santa Maria on Long Island as well. Again, for those persons who want to experience the Bahamas but do not want to be in Nassau, the city center, Long Island and Cape Santa Maria has one of the best beaches in the Bahamas. So we highly recommend, again, very small, just 70 rooms, a restaurant and bars. Tours across the islands are available as well. Finally, for those clients who are looking for a more private island type of escape, we highly recommend Kamalami Key on Andros. It's just a 15-minute flight from Nassau, an award-winning resort. Again, luxury rooms and villas, very small again, just 34 of those. And then they do have an overwater spa as well. In terms of things to do in the destination, we have on island experiences. Junkanoo is a local festival that we have in the Bahamas. Junkanoo is something that all of the locals perform and compete against each other. It's similar to a float parade, if I can explain it in those terms, but all of the costumes are made by local Bahamians. They are made from things like cardboard and colorful paper, and we literally compete against each other for bragging rights. It's truly an immersive experience. The main parades are held on Boxing Day and New Year's Day in the Bahamas, but you can see smaller snippets of the experience with our Junkanoo Summer Festival and Goombay Festival that's held in June. And then on Fridays at a few of the hotels, you will also get a small taste of what that experience is like. All of the islands in the Bahamas also have a local fish fry experience. In Nassau, it's known as Arawaki. So if you want to experience true Bahamian food, fish fry is definitely recommended. Of course, we have walking, biking, ATV tours, food tours, bird watching, golfing, as well as museum and art galleries, as well as national parks throughout the islands of the Bahamas. Again, we are stretched across 100 square miles of ocean, meaning there's a lot of activities that can be done both on the water and under the water, sailing, yachting, deep sea fishing, snorkeling. We have underwater sculpture gardens, scuba diving. The interesting thing about the Bahamas is our waters are so clear, you have great visibility. So the snorkeling in the Bahamas, the marine life is really, really fantastic. One of the other things that I wanted to share with you in terms of immersive experience is our people to people program. And I'm actually going to share a short video with you that speaks to the people to people program, and then I will be right back to explain further.
I think what people are looking for more so now in a travel experience is to actually share in the country that they're visiting. Whenever you invite people into your home, it says a lot. We as a people, we do it regularly. It's usual for us.
Well, the people to people program is intended to put locals together with visitors. You're meeting somebody face to face. You include the visitor in your life, in the things you would normally do.
What it allows them to do is to really be able to share and get a better perspective of what it's like.
Food, that's always the main part of any Bahamian get together.
I say Bahamians love any excuse for a party.
I think that relationships are built, even in that short space of time, you build a relationship with the people that you get to meet and speak with. I think eating with someone is always very, very powerful.
If we did not have the people to people program, I shudder to think of the number of tourists who would come here and get perhaps a shallow experience.
The people to people program is definitely something that you can use to make your Bahamas itinerary stand out even more. The program celebrates 50 years of being in existence this year, and we're very, very excited about it. Actually, last year, this program won the City Nation Citizen Engagement Award here in the UK. So it is an award winning program. We're very proud of it. And this program is free. There is no cost to you or the clients for signing up for it. It is a program that is run by the Bahamas Ministry of Tourism. All of the ambassadors that are a part of the program are all vetted by the Ministry of Tourism, and it's throughout the islands of the Bahamas. So again, for those persons who want to be or who want an authentic experience within the destination, this program is highly recommended. You just fill out a form. The QR code is on the screen if you wanted to see what that form looks like. We ask just a few questions about who's traveling, what are your interests, and you are paired with a Bahamian of similar interest, and that Bahamian hosts you for the day. And in hosting you, it may be a situation where they take you out or they invite you to their home. They may cook a meal. You are hosted in true Bahamian fashion, if I do say so. It may be a situation where someone shows you how to prepare a Bahamian cocktail or gully wash, which is pretty much coconut water with a little bit of gin and some milk, or it's a true immersion into our culture. And as you saw from the video, Miss Beverly Wallace Whitfield, she's actually been an ambassador, a people to people ambassador since inception. So she's been with the program for 50 years. So that tells you just how impactful the program has been. So she pretty much says that she has friends and family all over the world. So definitely take advantage of the program. And if you have any further questions about it, you can feel free to let me know. One of the other immersive experience that we wanted to share is the kitchen at Bahamar. So again, this is something that you can book even if you are not a guest of Bahamar. You can still utilize the kitchen at Bahamar. And these are just some of the opportunities that are available there. From kids, you have mini master classes for chefs. You have cocktail making, sushi making classes, and all of these are interactive and immersive experiences there. Again, as you are building your itineraries, just wanted to highlight an upcoming event that's also happening at Bahamar, and that is our Bahamas Culinary and Arts Festival in October. If you have clients who are looking to travel to the Bahamas during this time, I highly recommend adding this into the itinerary as well. Again, truly an immersive experience in the destination. Finally, wanted to highlight the Bahamas Specialist program that we have. So this was just a snippet of what the Bahamas has to offer. We know that we have limited time, but if you wanted to become a Bahamas Specialist, you can sign up for our Bahamas Specialist program. This program gives you in-depth knowledge of the Bahamas. It takes you through a few modules as well as some niche markets such as diving, MICE, and romance. And it also gives you certifications at the end of the course. So you can become a certified Bahamas specialist. It is a self-paced program. The QR code is on the screen. And also, this gives you access to image gallery as well as other resources that are available for you as a travel advisor. Also, in terms of booking the Bahamas, there is an opportunity to earn rewards for booking the Bahamas through our rewards program. It's our Bahamas Travel Agent Rewards program, and you can earn up to £400 for booking the Bahamas. So, how that works is it's completely free to sign up for the program. So, once you sign up, when you log your bookings for bookings in Grand Bahama and the Out Islands, you earn £30 per room, up to 5 rooms. It must be a minimum of 4 nights for 2 persons. And for bookings on Nassau and Paradise Island, you can earn £20 per room, up to 5 rooms. Again, this has a minimum of 6 nights, but it's a minimum of 4 nights per person. So again, in terms of stacking those rewards, if you were to book 4 nights at a Nassau and Paradise Island property, an additional 4 nights in Grand Bahama, as well as an additional 4 nights in the Out Islands, you have the ability to earn £400. So there is the ability to stack those rewards. In terms of the applicable accommodations, all licensed accommodations within the islands of the Bahamas are applicable for this rewards program. So again, just wanted to share the QR codes here. Again, my name is Melissa Butler, the regional manager here at the Bahamas Tourist Office. If you have any further questions about anything that was shared, you can feel free to send me an email, or you can send an email to our general mailbox. Thank you so much. And over to you, Ellie.
Thank you so much, Melissa. That was amazing and really nice to see you use like the website there so people can be really clear on what they need, what resources they need to look at when looking for the Bahamas. It looked amazing, and the people to people program I thought was such a lovely idea and something that we will definitely be advising clients to definitely take up on when booking Bahamas. So we have a couple of questions. So one of them is, can you easily get boats between the islands?
Yes, you can. We do have scheduled services with with both be the two that I mentioned, and that is Eleuthera and Harbor Island, because those are scheduled ferry services on a daily basis with the Bahamas Fast Ferry. We do have mailboat options that are a bit slower paced, but there are also seaplanes that are available as well throughout island hopping throughout the destination. And then we also have our domestic carriers as well, that you can access the islands very easily by air.
You. And one last question as well is that you obviously mentioned all the experiences, and someone has asked that how can you go about swimming with the pigs? How does that work?
Definitely a popular one. So I will say the original Swimming with the Pigs of vendors who offer the Swimming with the Pigs experience, and I can share a listing with you right after this call of all of the vendors that we have. But if you go on our website, bahamas.com, under experiences, you will see all of the vendors that we have offering the Swimming with the Pigs experience, and those are licensed and vetted vendors. There are smaller versions of the program available. For example, in Nassau, if you have persons who are crunched for time and can't do the original Swimming with the Pigs in the Exumas, there is a version of it in Nassau, just about 45 minutes on Rose Island. And I can share those details with you as well.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you so much. And that's all the questions, but thank you so much for your time today, Melissa, and thank you everyone for taking the time to listen to us today. That was a really great presentation. I feel like I know way more about the Bahamas now than I did half an hour ago. So thank you so much, Melissa.
It is certainly my pleasure.
Thank you so much, and join us again next week for our next webinar Wednesday. Thanks, everyone. Bye.